All right, for this craft, you want to start with two canvases, a stretched canvas and a flat artist canvas panel in the same size. So in this case, they were both 8 by 10. And if you can't find this flat canvas panel, you can just use a piece of cardboard. That's fine too. So the first thing you're going to want to do is paint the inside of the stretched canvas. I used my Waverly chalk paint in the color Moss. And this is really old paint, so it was really thick. So I had to really water it down with my little spray bottle there. So that's why you'll see me spraying it pretty frequently. But just paint all inside the inside of the stretched canvas. And then you're also going to paint the canvas front of the flat panel. So the back of the stretched canvas and the front of the flat canvas, both in Waverly chalk paint in the color Moss. Also, you'll want to paint around the edges of that flat panel just so that when you combine the two canvases together, it has a more finished look and you don't see unfinished, unpainted canvas. That's all. Okay, then I grabbed this famous botanical Dollar Tree peel and stick wallpaper and I just cut it down to size so it would cover the front and the edges of my stretched canvas. So I didn't trust the peel and stick wallpaper to stick to the canvas, so I just added a coat of Mod Podge first. So this is just regular, I think matte Mod Podge. Any type of Mod Podge will work, or even like tacky glue, whatever. But just to the front panel, and then center the panel onto the peel and stick wallpaper there, and then smooth it down. So the Mod Podge will dry and it'll stick better than if you had just done the peel and stick wallpaper on its own. And then come in with hot glue and hot glue around the edge of the canvas and fold over the edges of the peel and stick wallpaper. So you're going to want to trim a little square or rectangle out of each corner with your craft scissors, and then continue to glue the remaining edges as you go. Then I also grabbed a sheet of this wood grain peel and stick wallpaper, and I cut that down to size and I put it on the back of the flat panel. So the front of the flat panel, the canvas side is painted, the back paper side is the peel and stick wallpaper. So smooth that down, and then it's time to cut the stretched canvas. So I did 4 8 score lines, so like 2 X's. You can do 6, you can do 8, whatever you want. And then you want to roll back each little triangle there. This is a little tricky because you're dealing with the peel and stick wallpaper on it. So give yourself some grace and really focus on pre-rolling each little section and making sure that you kind of train the peel and stick wallpaper to roll back before you hot glue it in place. Otherwise, the hot glue is going to come undone. So just be very patient and really hold each little corner of that triangle in place while the hot glue dries. So I would definitely hold it in place for a good like 30 seconds. Like I speeded this video up considerably, but I hope you get the point. But just a little dab of hot glue in the corner of each little triangle and then hold them in place until the glue dries. And then you can kind of play around. So this is why I like to hot glue the little triangles first, because then I can kind of see what kind of space I'm working with to fill my canvas. So for this, I just added a flower wall decal. So next to the peel and stick wallpaper, a lot of times they have wall decal stickers. I've used this pattern before on other projects. I love it. And then I just cut some words out on my Cricut in some dark green vinyl. Totally optional. You can add embellishments, you can add stickers, you could add a printable, whatever you like. And then I wanted to embellish the front of the busted canvas just a little bit. You could use twine. It's kind of like a floral wire wrapped in brown craft paper. It's just easier. I wrapped, 8 loops around my fingers and then twisted it into a figure 8 shape, and that made a little bow. And then I just hot glued that right in place to the front of my busted canvas project there. And then the final step is to assemble the two canvases together. So you just want to add hot glue to the back of the stretched canvas and center that right onto the flat canvas panel, and you're in business. So here's my little peel and stick wallpaper busted canvas craft. Hey, thanks for watching this craft video. If you have a minute, do you think you could maybe press the like or subscribe button and then watch this next craft on the screen now?